Update on Maggie. This is where I'm at. A mess. I'm at a mess. But my conundrum right now is this angle right here, which I think, so here's what had happened. This cabinet, which is a taller cabinet, it's gonna go facing this way into the kitchen for more storage in the kitchen. It fits in this area right here perfectly if I take off these corners. So on this side as well, and this side. So this 2x2 has to be flush, or the cabinet won't go in. So it comes out on this side. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to take this one out and turn it sideways, because I'm actually just going to use I think this one. This one. It's one of these anyways. Crap, where did it go? Oh, this one. Because it will fit. So I'm just going to cut this other one out, and then when I turn it, because if it's this way, it's sticking out. If it's this way, then it's the same size as this one. But then that doesn't fix going all the way across. And it has to come out too, because that's where the wires go down into the wall through this. So it has to come out that far. Because if I push it back, then it just sticks out. I don't know if that's understandable or not. I'm not very understandable. But so what I think I'm going to do, when I take this out and turn it sideways, then I'm just going to cut this into like an angle, I guess, so that it's flush with this one. And then the board, oh God, I was so mad at myself yesterday. I was cutting the board to put in there, and I cut it. I told myself no mistakes, because I don't have enough of this board to put back up already. I'm gonna have to put in this space right here. I gotta put this board, which is what came out of there. It was just back further, so I'm gonna put it here. But it's not gonna be the same. Like, even if I paint, it's still not, because this is textured and this is just flat. So which I am going to paint, and it's also going to be behind all the clothes, but still that's going to bother me. All right. Because it bothers me. Oh, and another thing that I messed up on when I was cutting, look at this. What is that? Oh my God, I was so mad. I was like, even if I would have messed up going that way, at least I could fix it. But I can't fix it now. I'm going to have to get one of those boards in there and replace it, which I'm not doing right now, because on the back it has, it's put together with, let me see if I can find one. Of course I can't find one, but it's pocket screws that are keeping this on. So I have to take this off, and then I have to take this off, and then take the pocket screws out, replace this piece, which I got to get it done. So I'm going to leave that. But what I did, I told myself, do not cut that board wrong, because that's all I have. And the first thing I did was go out there and cut it wrong. Oh, I was so mad. But anywho, I'm gonna figure it out, because I have to have enough for this little piece of wall, and then up there, and some down on the bottom, a whole piece here, and end. That's going to be open. And then there'll be a piece here because of the side of the cabinet. I'm going to cover, and then I'm building another wall back here. So I need another piece here, and then shelves. So I need separate pieces is what I think I'm going to go with, because that's what I'm going to have to do, is cut pieces out of the ones that had holes and stuff in them. I already started cutting a few, and hopefully that fits in behind the shelves, and then another piece here, which left no pieces for here. And then I'm going to get like a completely different hardboard. Am I covering the speaker again? I probably am. I am so sorry. Another piece of hardboard for there, and some 6x1, I think, to make the casing and the shelves. And then probably stain that. I do not like how dark everything is. Probably only going to use a couple of those doors too. Look how many freaking doors came out of there. There's so many, and these things are heavy. This is like 3 pounds. Why? Anywho, so many doors, but I'm only going to put a few back up. The drawers, of course, the drawers will go back in, and then there's 2 smaller doors there, and then I'm going to use one of the long doors on this, and that's it. That's it. I was thinking about, because down on the lower part in the back here, where I'm going to put the dehumidifier, is going to just kind of like slide in here. So on the back, it'll just be open, and I was thinking about putting, I want to change that one too, but like a fancy grate. You've seen them. You've seen them. They're in the old houses normally, but just a piece of grate over it, and then frame it out with some of this stuff so it'll match that. And then another problem is going to be the trim. I'm not going to have enough trim, because there was no trim here, because that was where I cut this off, so it was just covered this, so there's no trim here. I'm going to need another extra piece of trim here, an extra piece of trim for this corner when I get the wall put up, and this corner. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this, about the trim, which I'm thinking I'm just going to make my own for in the room. And just this, I ripped down some of these and made, so I'm thinking I'm just going to use this for trim, and yeah, stain it. I don't want to stain it dark though. I don't know. I'll figure it out. By the end of this, I don't really like the color of the floors. They're gray, which is not going to, my husband likes, oh my God, like cabin type wood, rustic. And I like more of a country classic wood. And this is neither of those. I don't know what that is, but I want to lighten it all up. This is all going to go too at some point.